handling the keyboard.
Yeah. Is the screen visible, David?
Welcome screen. I'm on to stage. Start up. This one.
Okay, first question, did you do any regression testing?
No, the few of the stories are still in progress, and we have not given the regression build yet.
Okay.
And click on return. The keyboard is hidden. This was the bug regarding 1087, David.
Okay.
Any queries regarding it?
No. Well, one thing, because I could see that you said that in the okay, no, I confused something. Everything's okay.
Okay, David. I'll move on to the next story. My next story is 1117. We need to support from Android, from Lollipop version, and in iOS, you have to give the support from 10 version. I have updated all the versions of supportings, and Bala has tested it.
And did Bala test it against Android 5.x?
Yes, David, we tested in tab.
Actually, we tested in a tab, and everything is working fine in, with the lower version.
The tab from Ramkumar, the Scrum Master from Pulse, right?
No, David, we was having our tab. Our team has a tab, Samsung tab. In that, we have the version Lollipop, so we have tested it.
Okay, all right, great, thank you.
Okay. And moving on to my next story. 914, and in 914, unlocking the products, the expiration, I hard-coded it, and Bala had tested the pop-up for product unavailability. That product has expired.
Okay. In the meantime, I asked Jose, who generates access codes, to generate one access code for startup level 1 that will be already expired. So we'll be able to test it without any hard coding in the future.
Okay. Okay, David.
As soon as I receive this this access code, I'm going to share it with you.
Okay, David. Sure, David. Okay, David. That's all from my end.
Yeah. Okay. So David, I'll just start with my stories. First, I'll show this Firebase integration. After last time we had this issue where Firebase integration was not, Firebase was not working properly. So, right now we are using the app from Chennai. We already wanted to discuss something else also. Like we had a chat with Paul. He had an issue where he was using the app from somewhere else, but the Google console was showing that he's using it from a different location. So right now what's happening is we are picking up the network location. So this is our location, Chennai, active users 1. This is our iPhone 6s. This is the device which we are using the app from right now. So, but then in some cases, we are also shown a location like the app is used from somewhere else, because we are currently using the network location. So Paul wanted to know if we can take the exact location of the user, but then we had a problem, like if we want to take the exact location, then we'll be using location related plugins, which might drain the battery quicker than actual usage. So we said it like we'll discuss it with David and get back. We had this call last week.
Pablo is on holidays right now, so I'm not going to discuss it with him. But it was a good choice probably. When he gets back, I'm going to discuss it with him.
Okay. Okay, David. So this is the location which we are using the app from right now, and you can see we are able to see the user over here in the Firebase console.
Okay.
And next one, I'll move on with PMOB 960, the language switcher. So I have not installed the app in this device. I'm just changing the default language. I'll change it to Italian and I'll just install the app.
Meanwhile, I changed a few things, and in the next sprint we are not going to do many bug fixes, but we are going to have many spikes.
Okay.
So this is going to be a change. We're going to have 3 spikes actually.
Okay, Devi.
Okay.
The device is in Italian, and I'm just installing the app. So we have even made the changes like in this branch we have changed this my products to products and the scan to code, and even those changes we have made over here. But then we don't have the translations, so we are displaying it in English by default. So these are the Italian strings. Even the help content, a few strings which we have not received the strings will be in English by default. So
get back to help, please.
Okay.
Ayuto. Yeah. Please remove this. How can I provide feedback? Because this is going to be implemented in the next sprint.
Okay, but then I mean, just before some time we referred the mockups and we have added the strings. We have not committed this to the development branch this sprint, David.
Okay, that's fine. But adding this, opening this user feedback, it's going to be. I have a separate story for that in the next sprint. Okay. So the mockup is referring to this new version, right? So that's why it was added, but it wasn't needed right now. But okay.
Okay, we'll make sure that both these things go on parallelly, David.
Okay.
So right now I'm just changing the language to Spanish. So the Spanish strings.
Polish, please.
Polish. Okay.
Nazwa użytkownika, hasło. Pierwszy raz korzystasz z aplikacji Pearson. Utwórz konto. Logując się akceptujesz nasze warunki użytkowania oraz politykę prywatności powinna być odmieniona. Anyway, very good. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So this thing is in halfway, David, as you know. And moving on to the next one.
Please change it to Tamil.
Middle. Around 540 build is there in the 6s.
Okay. So, hi David. So, PMOB 1111. So, as a user, I want to have a chance to remove downloaded content when DOC gets updated. Let me share my screen.
Just one question, because how about the spikes from Gautam? Are we going to discuss them or not?
No, David, actually, I'm in halfway. David, it's not completed yet. Since we had a little bit less time to finish the spike, we have some issues in accessibility API. So I have not completed it fully. I'm in the middle of something, so I couldn't complete.
Okay. One more thing, there was 1009, downloading a lesson unit on offline makes remove download content to hide, applicable to cancelling the download.
Yes, David, I'll just show it after Ram shows.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
And also Maha, handle no space on device scenario.
Yes, David, Error is working on cancelling the download. Handling no space, either than cancelling the download, checking for JSON space, and remaining things. Except cancelling, everything has been handled. And Bala has checked it.
Maybe if we want to show the demo, we can.
And no, because we have to occupy full space.
Okay.
Bala, I can give you. Bala, I can give the output.
And there's no space. Is it possible to show demo?
David, the thing is, like, when we occupy full space in a device, it kind of becomes unusable. So
We can't able to run
yeah.
the application. Install the app or
Just tell him we have cleared some files right after.
it will take.
It takes me 2 minutes.
You can.
Okay, you can check in this build.
Provide him an APK.
The demo, what's the
No.
plan?
Otherwise, we will record this separately and send a video.
Okay. All right. That's fine. That's okay.
Okay. So shall I continue? So PMOB 1111, we need to show the remove download content pop-up. So is my screen visible the way?
Yes.
Okay.
Both of them.
Yeah, so I have placed Android and iOS, and in stage actually I have already downloaded some content. Let me just publish one version. So I'll just giving publish. Now I'm going to iOS and Android. Yeah. So in Android, in iOS. So yeah, you can see when the downloaded content is there, and if the DOC is updated, when the user kills the app and opens it, we will be showing the pop-up.
Wait. I believe that text was changed in the meantime.
Okay.
No, it's not. But it's okay later to access. Okay, my question is, will this course get deleted or not?
We didn't check this scenario during its execution. We'll check.
No, the scores won't get deleted the way.
Will get deleted. Guys, will they get deleted or not? Or you don't know?
No, it won't get deleted the way.
Okay, so everything is okay with the text. Okay, great, thank you.
Okay. So let me give OK in both the things. Okay, so now I'm just killing in Android and opening it again. Okay. So the same thing in iOS. Okay, so this is one scenario. So let me update the next version in PPE.
Maybe okay. I wanted you to first download something so that we can see if. Yeah. Okay. So could you download lesson 1, for example, or anything else?
Yeah. Okay.
Did you do anything with the progress indicator? I believe it's more granular, but it may be my impression only.
Yeah, we have done, but it is in some separate branch though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'll show that demo too. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have downloaded some of the contents here. Now I'm just closing it. And here. Okay. So now shall I go and remove the downloaded content of it?
No.
Okay.
No. I just want this to stay like that, and now you can show me that it is going to offer me to remove downloaded content, and I can see that it really got removed.
Okay. Okay.
Unless you wanted to show me something else. Well, I'm sorry for interrupting you, but that's what I wanted to see.
No. Let me kill the app and open again.
Okay.
In Android, I have killed it. In iOS, I have killed. Yeah. So in one more scenario, if I give letter in both the case, I'm giving letter. So pop-up will be dismissed. So now I'll just kill the app and open it again.
I don't think it should have worked this way.
No, if we give letter, we need to dismiss it, right?
Yeah, yes, but I'm not sure whether it was supposed to appear again when you kill the app. This wasn't stated anywhere when I discussed it with Nathan, you know? And that's why, well, actually, I find this later very confusing for users. Because I believe it was supposed to be yes, no when I spoke to Nathan, and then he made this mock-up. Let me discuss it with him. Let's leave it as it is right now. I will discuss it with him, okay?
Yeah. So yeah, so I'll give letter in both the cases, and I'll remove the downloaded content.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to see when you kill the app and you tap OK or OK. I want to see that it does remove the content. That's what I mean.
Yeah, sure. I'm just killing the app. Okay. Okay, so I'm just giving OK in both the things.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'm just going here. You can see the download icon.
Yeah, it was sanity. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. And then yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll just update one more version in PPE. So I have updated it. So in this case, I'll just kill it. Okay, here there is no downloaded content, so the pop-up is not enabled. So that is one scenario. And now I'll just download some other content of it. Yeah, I'm just closing both the things. I'm just going back to courses page and tapping the levels. So let's see, we'll be getting update or not. Yeah. So you can see, so while tapping from the courses, we'll be getting the update.
No, it shouldn't behave like that. Because what actually happened is that you download, so you opened the app automatically fetched the latest content, the latest TOC.
Okay.
And you didn't download anything, so it didn't tell you to remove everything, and it didn't show the pop-up. That's fine. Then you downloaded something, but it was the latest version. There wasn't an update in the meantime. Do you know what I mean?
If it's not downloaded content, the pop-up will not be showing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's something, right?
Okay.
That is okay. But what I'm asking is, this time you have given this pop. Okay.
No. In the old version, I have downloaded all the contents. Now I just.
It wasn't the older version. It was the latest version.
No. See, I have published and went, right?
You published it, then you killed the app, you opened it, so it automatically fetched the latest JSON file. You downloaded a package, the latest version.
Okay, okay. Let me do this, David. Just I'll just give remove downloaded content, everything. I'll give.
Okay.
Let us check. So okay, I'll just go to BBQ tool and update.
Sure. Yeah. Let's check it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just changing the version to 145. So shall I leave as it is, David, the text, or
Add something, anything. Ramkuma Rocky, whatever.
okay? No, I'm just adding team.
Okay.
I'm just saving. Okay.
And now let's do it just in iOS to make it
Sure.
fast. And don't publish it. Don't publish it. Okay. So now we have
Yeah.
version 144, right, in the app, right? And we haven't downloaded anything, have we?
Yeah. Let us check. Yeah. We haven't downloaded anything.
Okay. And now please publish it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kill the app.
Sure. Okay, I'll open it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 145 is here. Okay. And now download any lesson.
Okay. So, meanwhile, I'll just make the BBQ tool ready.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to. No. We don't need to test it this way. No. Okay.
Okay. Shall I kill or?
Yeah. Please close it.
Okay. Okay. I'll close this activity.
Yeah. And go back to the list of products.
Okay.
And now open startup and this product. You see?
Okay. Okay.
Do you understand the issue?
Yeah, I understood that.
Okay, great.
Okay. 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 I will check that one, David, actually. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one is related to PMOB 1114. So I'll check that actually.
Okay.
Next one is PMOB 1023. So this is, we need to add timeout to all backend calls. For this, David, actually I have added 20 seconds for each and every HTTP calls. Also the downloaded activities and units. I have added 20 seconds. So we have checked through with the low network bandwidth. So it was tested by Bala. But in case if there is no response, just we need to get any thing from backend level.
Okay, but my question is, if the download takes, because you set it to 20 seconds, but if the download process takes 30 seconds, it is not going to interrupt it. It is not going to show us any timeout, right?
No, 20 seconds, David. So if within 20 seconds, if the downloaded, we haven't got any download data, we'll be showing that is service temporarily unavailable.
But if there is some data coming, we are not going to show any timeout, right?
Yes, David. Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, honestly, I don't know how to handle that, how to do that, so that you can test it. I think this is a good question for Camille. How you could, maybe they have a service that would behave this way, but I don't know. Please send an email to him, and I'll be in the office tomorrow, so I'll ping him about that. Okay. But send him an email from your end, and I will coordinate it so that he responds to your question. Okay?
Yeah, sure, David. But one thing we have identified is we have just set our mobile device as a low bandwidth, and we just try to move back to courses and downloaded anything something. In that case, we will be showing service temporarily unavailable. So Bola has tested that.
Yes. Okay. Understand. But it was very low bandwidth, right?
Yes, David.
But in normal cases, it worked fine, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. 20 seconds, I think, is a lot. So I think that if nothing happens within 20 seconds, then it's way too much, I'd say.
Yeah. So we'll move on to next thing. PMUB 1026 on device sleep. Your offline message is coming. So I will show demo from Gautam's system. Yeah. So because
I have to put on 500.
Okay,
I'll have to run the build again. Yeah.
I'll change it to.
I'll finish this remote downloaded content and meanwhile.
okay. Yes, this 1026 alone. I'll just show the demo after Eril's work. So yeah. So this was tested by Bala. So maybe after Eril's demo, I'll just show this.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
No need to. I really appreciate that you've fixed it, but I believe that it might be difficult to reproduce it. So let's leave it.
Okay. So next one is PMOB 1109. As a user, I want to show. I want download progress indicator to move properly. So I'll show it from. So is the screen visible, David?
Yes, I need to focus on it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just move on to lesson 3, and I'm just downloading grammar 3. So you can see the indicator comes till 100% and move to the activity.
Okay.
Okay. It was done in both Android and iOS. So do you have any queries there?
It is going to be part of the build. It is not because localizations are in a separate branch. And is this one in a separate branch or it's with localization?
Actually, the remove downloaded content, else commit, and the interrelated things are in a separate branch, and the strings that's in a separate branch. I mean, we have to merge it only after the things are done, right? That's why.
Okay. So language support is a completely separate branch. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'll just carry on with the remote downloaded content issue 1009. Downloading a lesser unit offline makes remote downloaded content to hide. So right now I have downloaded something. I'll just remove the things. So I'm in unit 1, lesson 2, and just downloading something. Okay. So right now the content is downloaded and remove downloaded content is enabled. So I'm moving back to lesson 3 and just switch off Wi-Fi. I'm clicking the cloud account for download. I have a snack bar saying you're offline, and still the remote download content is enabled. and again I'm connecting Wi-Fi. Okay, so the download has started now. I'm just cancelling it, and still remove downloaded content is enabled because we have already downloaded lesson 2, I suppose. Yeah, lesson 2.
Yeah, finally. Good.
Okay. So yes. I'll move on. Sorry, I'll carry on.
David, so I'll start with the Spike 901.
Mhm.
So just move to stage. Okay, so you can see now the text is in bold, which is the given style from the XML.
And there is a BR after C?
Yes, there is
Okay.
a single BR after C and 2 BRs after out of buff flows.
Okay, good.
2 BR after this clean your equipment, and so it's the second time.
Great. Okay.
So manage and the stylings as per the XML.
And there's one, I saw your comment, note, it would be easier to handle if a text tag contains either B or I only. It can have multiple BRs. I don't really understand what you mean here.
Actually, David, so in the XMLs, for example, if you take this page 39 on the job instruction, see how to buff flows. This should be a single line from the XML. Okay. So in this, what it will contain from page 39 to instruction C, it will be inside a B tag, and after that we'll have a break tag, and again we'll have a B tag. So if this is the case, it won't be a problem. But if the first half contains B tag and the second half contains I tag, then it will be difficult to handle for me. So that is what I meant.
Yeah, okay, so because I don't think there is a chance for fixing these transcript files. There are plenty of them and they have been changed a number of times. So I think that we need to handle what we have. That's what I'm asking, because well, we need to find a way to handle it properly.
Okay, David.
Is there a chance for that?
Yes, David. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and the bill that that Bala is going to receive for regression and the bill that I'm going to receive is not going to contain this functionality yet, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I don't want it to go live. I just don't want it to go live because we need to first test it thoroughly. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Because we need to first we need to create a build that will contain that. Then I will ask content people to do the testing, see if everything is okay with their content, and only then will we put it in the post that will go for release. So for the time being, let's leave it as a spike. Thank you.
Okay, David. Yeah. So that is about HTML tags, and for long paragraph transcript, the focus is set to ending. So I have actually put a fix for this, David, but what happens is like if the device size is very small, then the scroll position is not coming correctly yet. It's scrolling, but still the position is not yet correct. So
if what in the device?
if it's a smaller device, like in 6S and Pixel, it's working fine. But in in 5S, it is not working fine.
Okay, which is unacceptable, unfortunately.
Oh, it's very open. So I'll need to check on it again.
Yeah.
And,
Because 5S is the device that we are supporting. If it was if it was 4 or 4S, I wouldn't care. But for 5S and especially in Android, where you can have smaller devices, I unfortunately we need to support them.
Just a minute, Ravi.
David, I'm sharing from my system.
Okay.
Okay, so uh, 1057, if the user moves forward and backward for some videos, transcript is not highlighting the correct voice output. So actually, you'll not be able to hear the voice, but so now the voice output and the transcript are getting matched properly. So that is about 1057 and 877. Audio and video progress bar is not going to starting point after finishing playing. So now when the videos.
Excuse me as well. So this 1057, this is the one that you meant when we talked about 5S, right?
5S.
No, not this. That was 1017.
1017. Ah, okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Got it.
Okay, so 877, when the videos finishes playing, it will the seek bar will come to start and the video will be paused. Earlier, it will not be like that. So now the video comes back to starting position and the play button will be enabled. Similarly for audio.
And can you play it again?
Yeah, okay. Sorry. I'm playing it for the first time. And when it ends, I'll play it again.
Great.
Okay. So this is for video and same thing will be for audio.
Speed.
Okay.
Okay. So what happened the first time? That it kept displaying pause instead of playing.
Now I'll check it there. So
Okay. But in the meantime, you change the speed. So let's try to reproduce it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. So when I do something else, it's not updating properly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. It's not a big issue, but is Bala there?
Yes.
This I
Actually,
think
Malipan checked these issues during start of the sprint.
Yeah, but do we have any reports on that in the backlog so that they do not get missed?
I
We
think
don't have
no.
any issues on this. We'll raise it after this call.
Okay. What I'm trying to say is that we need to keep record of this 5S thing, right? And this thing as well. We need to make sure that there are traces in the backlog so that we do not forget about these and we get them fixed at some point. Okay.
Okay, though. That 5S is already mentioned. Bala is mentioned in the story itself. Only this issue is not tracked.
Okay.
We added to the backlog.
Okay.
this is already a bug, right?
Yes.
So it has to be reopened, or
I guess it's
Maybe
it
the
should be
scenario.
open.
Okay.
should be reopened. Okay.
So 1107. So this is for the functionality to add tapping the transcript to move to that
Mm-hmm.
in audio. So I just play the audio, and when I tap on it, it will move to that position in the audio.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So again, you'll not be able to hear the audio now, but
Yeah. Okay. Let me just see because I have doubts about this space between lines because I remember that you told me that it was okay, but let me see the design because I asked Nathan to analyze it. I'm looking. Let's see. Yeah, what Nathan did was he increased the space between lines.
okay.
But we can have it as a separate story, I think, in order not to change what you have done so far. So, and this is especially that it might be more a case for shape, not for you. So the thing is, could you, Bala, can I ask you to also keep record of that? That this design that is right now implemented by Ezel does not match the mockup, right? So that we do not forget about that. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And so as a user, I want the app to support background playback for audio assets. So again, I can. I'll just play the audio. You can hear some echo maybe. And so you can hear the audio, David?
Yes, and I can hear two Ezels as well. The thing is, if on a real device, if you lock the device, do you see the controls?
By controls,
No.
which controls do you mean, David?
The controls, the native controls. Let me show you.
Okay, on the lock screen, you mean?
Yeah.
No, you won't.
Why? That's weird. Because if I, for example, pick anything, right? I'm playing Spotify, and I lock the device, and if I wake it up, I can see the controls.
Isn't this a separate requirement?
No, because I thought that it would be a default behavior from iOS. I thought that it didn't need to be implemented. Well, you cannot test it on a simulator. You need to have an actual device.
Can we quickly
No, I
test
think
it in
we
a real
could.
device? Just a minute, David.
Yeah, let's see it on a real device, because I believe it's a default behavior, and you don't need to implement anything in order to have this feature.
I don't think we'll get it, David. I think we need to add something for that.
I'm reading the comments and love the way Ezel responded to Development. Background playback of audio has nothing to do with the ringer button in iOS. If the function is working as expected, please close the story. I remember I read it just after my holidays. I immediately started laughing.
Colors are all around. Blue, yellow.
This in different ones.
How about in Android?
No, in Android also it won't come. Maybe we can take it as a separate story, David. It's not.
What color is this? It's green.
Okay, but what is happening? I don't know what you mean, because I can't see the device. So I don't know what's happening.
Can you switch on your video so that you can show them?
Just a second, David.
1098. 1098.
Just a minute, David.
Meantime, can we cover other?
Delete that and just. No, I'm in 540. I can cover it. Meanwhile, I'll just go about 1115, David. So in 1115, I have managed to make the cancelling work, but in some cases, the cancelling does not happen properly, or either the icon doesn't get updated, something like that. But in most cases, it's cancelling and the partially downloaded contents are getting deleted. So, but I still need to check in some scenarios where it doesn't get cancelled. So that will also be open till then.
Okay, so it seems that it isn't the most successful sprint that we could have. Okay, all right. Okay, so I think that's it as for the demo, right?
We have one more for Sheikh.
Yes.
David, PMOB 1122, Nathan updated some screens, help screen and scan page and some navigation, tab navigations like code instead of scan and product instead of my product. All the changes are done, and only one thing is pending, the smooth animation of the 6th point. This one is pending. Need a developer support for these things. But apart from all the 10 points are done.
Okay, so what are we going to do about number 6 then?
The smooth animation on the TOC page.
Yeah. Nothing, David. So actually, none of us had time to work on this help Sheikh with the animation. That's why we are not able to complete this.
this button.
So since the design work is all done, only the development portion is. Maybe we can have that as a separate issue, David. What do you think, David?
We need to that.
Okay. We can.
Okay, so let me add it. So let me add it. I'm gonna. Excuse me, somebody's calling me. I'm adding it as a separate story.
Is this being tested? All other points. How long do you need to test this story?
Unit 1, page 11, exercise 3C.
Anyways, it is.
So what is happening?
No, this story has not been tested, David.
Which one?
1122.
Ah,
So it will be a spillover anyways.
okay.
So in that case, do we want
Are you
to
okay, Judy?
have it
Yeah.
as a separate one or
Separate.
separate one? Okay, fine.
The sixth point.
Mm.
Smooth animation.
Okay, fine.
I have already added it as a separate story, 1167.
Okay, David, that's fine.
Okay, so I'm adding a comment.
Okay, and Ariel, are you ready?
I am. I'm happy here in Seattle.
How are your classes?
Just a minute, David. Triple 14, right? Correct, but if that will be in next sprint. Are you talking about 1114? Triple 14, I mentioned this need to be reopened. Because it is not being tested there. Ariel, are we ready?
Yeah, just a minute. It's running.
So, meantime, 877 has been reopened, right? Okay. Yeah.
Stop.
Because that he had one scenario Where
When you change the speed, it came to the start,
It's
but
not
the
working
point was
fine.
still in positive. The audio stopped, but the icons did not update, right?
For both, I think, right?
I think only for audio it's happening.
Playing, that time I changed the speed.
I changed the speed after the audio ended. The sequence came to the start, but still the icon was in pause icon, and it was saying playing.
Both audio and video.
No, only in audio. Video, I think it did not come.
We have not
Because
checked
video
that.
we did not.
In video, we do not have speed control, so it is unlikely to happen.
So that's why it has to be reopened.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. And rest others are spillovers.
Have to reopen and will happen too much.
How about for 1114? 1114 has to be reopened as well.
Oh. Hello.
Okay. So I think David, tomorrow we will have to have the planning, right?
Yes, but we need to think about one thing. So let's see. Oh, Calton. Because my question is then, maybe we should make it a shorter sprint, you know? Maybe we should have it 1 week sprint to just fix these things, the spillovers, and do the regression. And then have a 2 week sprint afterwards. What do you think?
For 1 week sprint, we will have 3 days for development and 2 days for the testing. But anyways, we are done with your stories, right? You only have testing pending for your story. And Sheikh has development pending. Strings. By then, will we have the strings ready, David?
I don't know. Gerald did not respond to my email.
Okay. So in that case, maybe we can have that story alone in backlog, and once we get the strings ready, we can pull it into the sprint.
That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Especially, honestly, I'm not a big fan of this localization, you know, because of the issues that we already are having, and I can see that the business are not pushing very much for that. So I want to make it as late as possible. So I'm not going to be pushing for this localization. I thought that there would be more pressure from the business, but it seems that they don't care. So I think that let's keep it in the backlog. Okay, so I could see that the controls were not there, right?
Yes, David.
Okay.
Playing it.
All right.
And when it was.
I went to the description, and in the description I said that the user should be able to move the app to the background or to sleep and see that the file is still being played, and native audio controls are displayed in the devices menu. Well, I realized that I didn't put it clearly enough that it's not devices menu, it's a lock screen. But well, that's what I meant in this description, right? And I thought that it was clear. So the question is it difficult to add it? Because if we can just add it, we can also reopen it and include it in the next sprint, this shorter sprint. This catch-up sprint, let's call it. It's a question for you as well, actually.
Yes, no, I'm just asking if we should reopen it, or I think it should be reopened.
Yeah, I would prefer to have everything in place instead of having a separate ticket for that. Let's reopen it. If we decide that we need to have this yet another week, let's do it. Let's do it properly.
Okay. So 1098 has to be reopened. Yeah. 877 111 114 1098.
1098.
All three has been reopened.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I think we can now close the sprint and then see what is pending and plan for the next sprint, David.
Let me just double check if everything that should be reopened get reopened. Okay. All right. Handle a hide keyboard event closed. Expand support closed. The business owner if user still has access to a particular product. This is closed. Handle no space on device scenario. This is in testing, so it's going to be spillover. Okay. Add support for all languages. Spillover, but not because of well, any problems with the team, but with the translations. Firebase closed. Downloading a lesson unit offline closed. Analyze capability. 2 spikes in progress. Prolonged paragraph reopened because of 5S. HTML tags closed. Forward not highlighting. Okay. Audio video progress bar not starting. Okay, because of the play icon. The transcript here to entry to easily navigate the transcript. Again, if we are doing it this way, how about already reopening it and increasing the spaces as in the mockup?
Between the lines.
So we need to create a separate ticket.
Yeah, separate ticket since that is
it's
a
better.
separate mock-up.
Yeah, but please see that in the description it says clearly we must increase the spaces between lines in order to allow the user to tap them with ease. Okay.
Yeah. No, if the space increases to enable the user to select them easily, then I think already I didn't face any difficulty in selecting the transcript lines, individual lines.
Okay. All right. So let me test it, and if need be, I'm gonna raise a separate. Okay. Support background playback, yes, because we don't have the controls. When user canceling the download is not UI, it's not updating at the moment. Cloud icon, okay. You told me there were issues in certain cases. POC gets updated, and the second one is reopened. Okay, timeout closed. You're offline closed. Closed. Minor UI fixes in progress because it hasn't been tested. Okay, everything is in. So I'm completing the sprint. Wow, 10 issues. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So the question. So this is the backlog. So the question is: so do we really skip the planning, or we just put everything that was all the spillover into the sprint? End of story. I'm going to create the sprint anyway, right? And I'm going to put handle no space on device scenario. Yeah.
David, can you please share the screen?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Add support for all languages. Nope. Analyze capability. Right. So this is Gautam. Another Gautam. ESL 1, ESL 2, and where is Gautam? He's running away. ESL is also running away. No, he's here. Okay, ESL, and then we have RAM. Then we have this one that is probably going to be for Bala, and this one for Bala too. Oh, Bala, where are you going? Oh, sleep. Running away. Okay. All right. So tomorrow. Okay. So let's. I can see that it's already 6 p.m. your time. So let's call it a day right now. Let's have it instead of the Scrum, and then we're going to revise the estimates and see if we can pick anything else. We have 3 spikes, so they might not be very difficult to cover, and yeah. And let's discuss it tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, David.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much then for today. As I say, it wasn't the most successful of the sprints, but well, thankfully we're already after the release. The issues are not very big, and let's make it just 1 week long so that after next week, we can release the app. It's not going to be a problem.
Okay, David.
Okay. All right. So thank you very much and see you tomorrow. Have a nice evening.
You too, David. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.